Hello, everyone.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Welcome back to The Layman's Perspective, the show where I've been indisposed for the past 2-3 months or so, finishing my college education, getting a bachelor's degree. But now we're back. It's been a while, hasn't it? Did you guys miss me? Just a little bit? Oh, stop. Hush. I already know that you did. I see that I take 2 measly months off as soon as Falcon and the Winter Soldier is done, and all hell breaks loose here. Now I've got to play catch-up before the Loki premiere on June 11th, or I think it might even be June 6th now. So, let's get things started. This isn't in chronological order, but I think the best logical place to start is with the Marvel Phase 4 See You at the Movies type trailer that they released a couple of weeks ago, specifically on May 3rd. Although, in general, keep your eyes peeled because I have a lot of Marvel news over the past 2 months to sift through and make videos on. So let's dive in together, shall we? Just like the good old days. The first minute or so is what I like to call the return of the Marvel hype train, right? We're treated to some words from the eternally beloved Stan Lee, rest in peace, my guy, paired with a montage of classic Marvel moments from different films all throughout Phase 1 through 3. And the entire trailer in general, I believe, is meant to build hype in and for Marvel Phase 4. Even considering the success of WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it's been a rather sluggish, kind of depressing few months with everything that's been going on. I don't think I need to go into specifics unless you're watching this far off in the future, but if you're watching this when I upload it, I think you know what I'm talking about. And with everything that's been going on, I honestly don't blame Marvel for being nervous of a potential lackluster theater attendance in the coming months. Now, under normal circumstances, building up the proverbial Marvel hype train is normally laid at the feet of San Diego Comic-Con, Hall H, where historically, upcoming projects have been announced in front of the frothing and foaming mouths of many eager MCU Marvel fans. COVID has obviously made things different, so this trailer seems to be trying to fill just a small, compressed version of that role, to build the Marvel hype train. Emphasizing that notion here, the trailer immediately jumps into a bunch of new footage for upcoming movies, most of which we haven't seen before, so this is new stuff from each of the new movies, okay? First, here we're looking at scenes from Black Widow, okay, coming out July 9th of this year. We get peeks of Natasha's new, or old, depending on how you're looking at this, family members, including David Harbour, Rachel Weisz, and Florence Pugh, as well as the much-anticipated villain Taskmaster. Now, he's a fascinating choice of villain, because essentially his powers are based around the fact that he has a perfectly eidetic photographic memory that allows him to kind of mimic and counter the fighting styles of anyone who combats him. We had a couple shots from Shang-Chi. Don't worry, we're going to talk about that trailer breakdown too, coming out on September 3rd. Perhaps most intriguingly, we get some tiny peeks at the much-anticipated Eternals movie coming out November 5th, which again, don't worry, I'm going to do a video breakdown on that trailer too. And before we're treated to the rest of the Phase 4 roster and their dates, the following being Spider-Man No Way Home, December 17th, Doctor Strange 2, March 25th of 2022, Thor Love and Thunder, May 6th, 2022, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, July 8th, 2022, The Marvels, November 11th, 2022, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, February 17th, 2023, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, May 5th, 2023. Now in this sequence, there's a couple things that I found interesting. 3 specifically. 1 and 2 are the changes to 2 movie titles here. Black Panther 2 has been renamed to Black Panther Wakanda Forever. What this means specifically, I don't know, because I think that's pretty vague, but I'm quite sure that it has something to do with the passing of Chadwick Boseman. So we'll just have to wait and see what exactly that means. Equally interesting is that Captain Marvel 2, which was its working title in the past, has been renamed to The Marvels. Based on the combo of this new title and the preliminary casting list, many think this points towards a kind of Marvel's team that's going to consist of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, Fiona Paris as Monica Rambeau now, either as Spectrum or Photon. We're going to have to see which one of those she chooses to go by. And Iman Vellani as Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel. Now, for some of you, that last name may be foreign to your ears or maybe nothing at all. Essentially, she's a character from the comics who is an Avengers superfan, and after gaining Stretch-like kind of Mr. Fantastic abilities of her own as an Inhuman, she becomes inspired by the adult heroes in her life and takes up heroism with the name Miss Marvel. Now, the character was an integral component of the most recent Marvel Avengers video game main storyline, so if you're one of the people who got that game and played it, you should already be intimately familiar with the basics of her backstory as well as her power set. This is definitely an interesting trio for a movie, and the film itself will also undoubtedly also have ties to both the upcoming Secret Invasion and Miss Marvel Disney Plus shows respectively. However, what takes the cake for me, the most mind-blowing Easter egg is this right here. Look at it. Look at it. Really look at it. I mean, really look at it, okay? Does this iconography at all look familiar to you? No? You sure? How about now? Do you see it? Do you see it? This was, without a doubt in my mind, that this was an Easter egg for Marvel's reboot of the Fantastic Four series. That has to, I mean, come on. Maybe I'm late to the party breaking this down, but when I originally watched this back in May, I couldn't really see that as anything else. I don't know about you guys. Much like the X-Men, the film rights to the Fantastic Four previously belonged to Fox, and now have come back home to Disney after its absorption of the entirety of 20th Fox Century Entertainment, okay? And much like I said with the X-Men in relationship to Madripoor and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, this is no longer a question of if, okay? Again, it's only a matter of when they decide to pull the trigger and do this. But if you ask me, good old Kevin would be a fool not to debut the Fantastic Four in Marvel Phase 4. That's a little too perfect. Like, come on, that has to be what they're doing, right? We've gotten no official word yet as to the details of the film, the plot, the casting, any of that, other than that we know they're eventually going to do it. Personally, I'm all aboard the casting hype train for John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic and Emily Blunt as the Invisible Woman. By all means, if you think you have your own ideas for casting these two, as well as the Human Torch and the Thing, drop them down in the comments below. I would love to read what you guys think about who should play those four iconic Marvel heroes. And the trailer ends with a very nice, see you at the movies. And I don't know about you guys, but one of the things that I've missed the most during this entire pandemic is going to the movie theater.
Turn off the flash, you fucking moron!
Alright, I'm fully vaxxed and I'm planning on seeing as many of the movies on this list in the movie theater as I possibly can. Because it just hits different on Disney+. It's really convenient to have it here whenever we want, but I miss the movie theater experience. That's all I got for this trailer though, guys. If you caught anything I missed, please feel free to let me know in the comments. Otherwise, keep an eye out for more of the movie news videos that I'm gonna have to make going forward.